Welcome back, champs. Today I will be showing you how I roughly made around $1,500 trading the NASDAQ. It is September 26, 2025, and it was a pretty okay short. I missed out on the major move that happened right here, but I'll get into that a bit later. So let's go into the reasonings why I even took this short position. So going into the day, we were chopping relatively heavily, as you can see right here. We were chopping for quite a bit, and all I wanted to see was for this range to get broken out of. We had this 15-minute intermediate high / hourly high right here. On top of that, we had this 4-hour gap, and then we had London and Asian highs. If I wanted to see a short bias play out, I wanted to see any of these get taken out and then a strong rejection off of that to continue lower. We had a 15-minute equal lows with this draw right here and this draw right here, and then this 15-minute gap as well. With that being said, the overall bias was short. As you can see, we come up, tap into a bearish gap, we reject off of it. We come up, tap into a bearish gap, we reject off of it, we go all the way lower, right? So with this consolidation, again, I wanted to see the range get broken out of higher and then continue lower. With that being said, if we go down to the 5-minute, so we had news come out at 7:30 right here, which was core PCE, and it was stagnant, but because it was so stagnant, it actually pumped the market greatly because it showed that the inflation didn't go any higher, which was a good sign. So we pushed up, we tapped into this 4-hour gap, right? And we immediately came back down to the equilibrium of this gap. And this is where, let's see, market open. This is where I wanted to see us continue higher. So if you go down to the 1-minute, we created this 1-minute low all the way down here, market open, 8:30, we dumped, we took out relative equal lows right here, / data lows, and then we immediately were bullish off of that and we continued higher. After that, we chopped for a very long time. This day you just had to be patient because we were chopping for around 30 minutes after that. From basically market open till about 9 o'clock when this 4-hour candle closed. And this is right here when I knew that we were going to be super bearish. So as you can see, the 4-hour time frame, ES basically inverse both of these 4-hour gaps. And what I wanted to see was a wick up higher to create the wick of the next 4-hour candle, which would take out London highs or Asian highs, creating an SMT on top of that, because right now NASDAQ isn't even nearly as close to London and Asian highs as it should be, and that is exactly what happens. We get out of this, the 9 a.m. candle closes, we close above, we wick up higher, and then we just continue lower. Right here is where I wanted my first entry for shorts. This 1-minute inverse with this SMT. TP was right here, and then, the 5-minute intermediate low, and then we had this accumulation low right here as my second TP. I missed out on this, and once I missed out on this, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to try to find another short position, because if I go through this, there was no retracement whatsoever. We had a retracement right here, and I was just like, okay, like this is the best that we're going to get. As soon as we rejected off of this candle right here, this wick right here, I entered basically in the middle of this gap, like middle of this candle, targeting the equilibrium of this 15-minute and then the beginning of this 15-minute. I had my stops at this high, at this 1-minute high, but because of how strong the draw was, especially with ES, if you go over to ES, we were just wicking lower and lower. We had an SMT because my entry basically was this 15-minute intermediate low. And at that point, we had an SMT with ES. But because this 15-minute had equal lows right here and right here, plus this 15-minute fair value gap, I was like, we have to push lower. There's no way we don't do this entire move, right? We shit the bed 10 candles in a row, and we don't take out this low. So enter my position here, 1 to 1.5, final TP of 1 to 2 basically, and we chop for a bit. Hello, We chop for a bit, we come out higher, we create equal highs, and then we just reject off the equal highs. And as soon as that happened, I was like, yep, we're going to take out this TP. And then we actually continue much lower. And we create an SMT, the full SMT, with this 15-minute low right here and this 15-minute low right here. So pretty decent trade, I will not lie, but there are going to be some questions on why I took this entry, why I did not wait for an inverse gap. And again, we didn't even tap into a relative gap. We just immediately started going lower and lower and lower. And with that type of price action, I just knew that like we're going to continue lower. Like if price does not want to come back higher and we create such strong wicks like this and we have strong body closes to the downside, the likelihood of us reversing now is not likely. So that's the first question. What's another question that you guys probably ask? Why didn't I just get off the charts after I missed my initial entry? The reason why I would say is because the draws, first of all, again, how strong bearish momentum was and how strong these 15-minute equal lows were, plus this 15-minute gap. Like again, I'm having another YouTube video posted today talking about this, but if your draw is still there and you miss out on a trade or you take an L, but the draw is still there, you can still take that trade to that draw. Because again, the draw hasn't been taken, the bias is there. If the market is showing you and presenting itself that this draw will be taken, you can take that trade. So again, strong bearish bias, bearish momentum. We're not even going into bearish gaps. That's how strong of a bearish bias we have. Like, it's obvious. So with that being said, pretty decent win today. I'm 2 wins and 1 draw for the week. Decent week, but again, if you want to see me trade live, that will be linked in the description below. And I post everything on my socials. So if you want to check me out, check me out. But besides that, I love and appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next trade recap, next video, next anything. Peace out.